Okay, in this video we are going to just revise the geography chapters of 6th standard. This was our textbook covering page, and we know these are the some of the lessons what we studied. Let us see our earth, the solar system. We studied the earth in the solar system. We studied about the planets and satellites and other things, and orbit and other. Next it was a globe chapter, that in that we studied about latitude and longitude. And third chapter, motion of the earth, with that we are getting the climate and season, like that things we studied. Then comes map. It is important for even after 10th standard or afterwards also. We want to understand the major things what is there in maps, like that symbols, like that things we studied. Then major dominants are domains of earth, like mountains, rivers, like that things, continents and other things we studied, and even oceans we studied. Then sixth one, major landforms of the earth we studied. What all things we studied about mountains, Himalayan ranges and Western Ghat, like that things we studied. Northern plain we studied, plateaus we studied, coastal plains we studied, like that many things we studied in that lesson. Then seventh lesson about our country India, that again we are going to study in 9th standard as a first lesson of geography. Details about our neighboring countries, where is our what is the total length and the total width, or like that things of our country, like that things we are going to study in 9th standard again. Then 8th lesson, that is India climate, vegetation and wildlife. In that we have seen we are having the monsoon climate. Then we have seen the different types of vegetation, different types of forest, like that. Not detail, in a little means in a short nutshell we have seen. Then again we studied about wildlife, which animals are available in which area, like that things we studied. These are the lessons what we studied in geography of 6th standard. Then we have studied our civics, that was the social science, social and political life chapter 1, life textbook 1. That this is the textbook covering. Then we studied about the lessons what we studied. First lesson we studied about the understanding diversity, what all the differences are there in our country, unity in diversity, like that things we have seen. Then we seen the second chapter, diversity and discrimination. Because of this diversity, what all discriminations developed here in India, or what stereotype thinking, like that things we studied. Then in chapter 3 we studied about what is government, and means as in a democratic government, what is the duty of the government, like that things we have studied. Then we studied about key elements of the democratic government, means the freedom, equality, liberty, like that values we studied about the democratic government. Then we studied about Panchayati Raj, that is the local government body in the rural area, that is Panchayati Raj, and in the urban area it is not given here. We studied about the urban area municipality also. Then in 6th chapter we studied about the rural administration, and 7th chapter we studied details of urban administration, rural administration, panchayat and other things we studied. And the 7th lesson we studied about municipality. Then about the livelihood, how we was earning money for food, like that things we studied. Rural livelihood by agriculture and other things, urban livelihood making the factories and like that industries, like that things we studied. These all things again will come: Panchayati Raj, rural administration, urban administration and government, democratic government, and what is democracy, diversity, discrimination, even the livelihood, like that things again we will study up to 10th standard. 8th standard we want to study some more points about this one. Then 9th standard it is there, 10th standard it is there. In 9th standard in civics you will study about the speciality of democratic government and understanding democratic and non-democratic government, like that things we will understand. So in 8th standard in civics, what we are going to see, we are going to see about the how our constitution formed, then what are the speciality of our constitution. Then we will study about the criminal laws, like that things we are going to study in then our fundamental rights, like that things we are going to study in 8th standard. At the same time in geography we'll study about the resources, what all resources we are having here in India. At the same time we will study about the agriculture, details of agriculture, then industries, then mines, like that things we are going to study in which class, 8th standard. This is all about the revising the 6th standard lesson. Okay, by this I am stopping here. We will continue with another one small video.